and welcome back to another edition of In the Kitchen with Pen. You can't see it, I've got my little Minky with me today. Okay, and today I'm going to be making dumplings. Now, we've all made dumplings. Some people hate them, some people love them. Now, dumplings in the UK are completely different to what dumplings are in the US. If you watch this video, you'll see the difference. So let's start with the ingredients. I have here 150 grams of self-raising flour and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And I am just going to mix these together just gently so that it's evenly distributed. Okay, then I have 50 grams of suet. You can use beef suet, you can use vegetable suet, doesn't matter. I have 30 grams of butter. I have 3 ounces of milk. I have one whole egg, I don't want to tip it because it'll go everywhere. And I have some chopped parsley. I will also need some salt and pepper. So the first thing I'm going to do is alter the angle and you'll be able to see. Right then, so first off I'm going to add the butter to the flour and baking powder, and I'm just going to rub it in with my fingers. Now, I know some people don't like suet, in which case you just substitute this suet out for all butter. So we just want to rub it through our fingers just as if we were making a pastry. We want it all in there. And it shouldn't take too long, especially if, like mine, your butter was slightly soft. Okay. Right, we have no actual lumps of butter, which is good. So then I'm going to go in with a teaspoon because I need to get some salt and pepper. Salt and pepper, as always, is to taste. So I'm going to put in about half a teaspoon of black pepper, maybe not quite, and just a level teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to mix those through again. And then we're going to go in with our suet, and we shall stir that through. We don't want to handle the suet too much because it will start to melt. Now we're going to make a little hole, a little well, and our egg is going to go in. And we're just going to break that. And then we're going to go in with some of our milk and all of our chopped parsley. Use as much or as little as you like of the chopped parsley. So, and then I'm going to use the other end of this. I'm going to use the handle, and I'm just going to mix it all so that it all comes together. Okay, and then I'm just going to have to add, obviously, the rest of the milk. Looks like I may need some more milk, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes, obviously, depending on altitude, you'll need more or less. But actually, look, I was wrong. I don't need any more. That's it. Now, these may seem quite wet, and yes, they are, but they do make a better dumpling. You don't necessarily want a dumpling that is perfectly round and can become quite hard. So I'm just going to cover those and leave them to one side until we pop them into the stew later. Right then, it's time to put our dumplings into the stew. As you can see, I just covered the dumplings with, dumpling mix with some damp towel. And I need to take off the lid. Should have done this first really, shouldn't I? Never mind. There we go, off with the lid, and you can see the stew is bubbling away beautifully there. I'm just going to turn it down. Right, and now we're going to go in with the dumplings, and literally just take a spoonful and pop them in. Now, if I wanted crispy dumplings, I could have put them in the oven with the lid off, or I could have put them in the Ninja and air fried them for a little while. But we're going to go for the soft dumplings that Steve's mum used to make, because as you may have seen in the video yesterday on making the stew, he's made it in a similar way to how his mum did. So these are just going to sit on here. I'm going to pop the lid on, back on should I say, and they're going to sit on there for about 20-25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. And in this pan I'm just bringing some water to the boil, and I'm going to add in some green beans which I'm going to blanch, and then we're going to have garlic green beans with our stew. So let's pop the lid back on. There we go. Pop in the green beans, and we'll see you when we dish up. Well, I have managed to avoid temptation and not to look at the dumplings. So we've got about 20 seconds to go on this cook, she says, rather hopefully. If they're not cooked, I'll put them on for a bit longer, and then you can look at the same time as I do. So when you hear the beep, that's when we'll look. Not that one. Oh, yep, here we go. Right, are you ready? Oh my goodness. Oh my day. Oops. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, was it? Look at those. Wow. Right, okay. Next time you see them, they'll be dished up. Okay then, that is today's dumplings with the beef stew that Steve cooked yesterday. The dumplings are light, they are fluffy, and, well, I'll tell you how they taste. Right, oh, there we go. Can you see that? Oh, focus. That's it. And the meat is just breaking apart with a fork. So I've got a piece of meat. Oh, that's wonderful. So once again, I would like to say to you all, thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to be notified each time we put on a new video, ding that bell down there and you'll get a notification. So thanks for being in the kitchen with Pen today, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.